Hi, hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the All Access Patreon members who are seeing this first. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you haven't already joined me over on Patreon, it's completely free to join and you still get some benefits. Recently, free members got early access to parts of an album or just a drop that hadn't dropped on YouTube yet. And of course, if a YouTube video is blocked for any reason, it will be available on Patreon for free and it's ad-free. However, if you are interested in supporting my channel further, there is an all-access membership tier you can purchase with even more benefits like early access to all of my content, extended versions. I don't break up the album in parts, non-blurred music videos, live performances. All of the information will be in the description below. I'm working my way through Kendrick Lamar's discography chronologically. I started with Section 80 and we've done a few albums now. I just finished Untitled Unmastered and today we're going to be doing The Heart Part 4 in preparation for the next album, which is Damn. Since we're listening to The Heart between these two albums, I'm assuming this one is going to be kind of like The Heart Part 3 as maybe an introduction into the new album like it was for Good Kid, Mad City, but we'll find out. I should probably preface this. This is probably going to be a pretty deep dive into the lyrics because I feel like The Heart, and we talked about this in the Heart 1 through 3 video if you haven't seen it, but I kind of came to the conclusion for me that these body of work that is the Heart series reminds me of Taylor's prologues. She has those at the beginning of her albums and you read those prior to starting the album and it gives you kind of the perspective or some insight into how you should view the album, view the work that you're about to take in. Considering this is prior to an album drop, I feel like it is going to help give context because that's what happened in The Heart Part 3 for Good Kid, Mad City. Part 2 was actually a track on Overly Dedicated, at least a version of it, I believe. Okay, The Heart Part 4, Kendrick Lamar, let's jump into it.
Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me.
Oh my god. Be so for real right now. Dobby. I don't even know why that scared me so bad. Like he does that all the time. I think I was just like really focused in and I don't think I realized that he had jumped off the desk. Ooh. Okay.
Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. 30 minutes later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Travel around the atlas in a spaceship, candy-coated. My day shift been devoted to fucking up bundles of paper. Pi equals 314. The devil's pie is big enough to justify dope thing. Wait up. Lamping in Jamaica, the clouds turning, my thoughts turning, burning cash to oil. I've been determined to make and earn this seed in the soil is classified. I'm satisfied when I strategize my kids' future. I ain't sanctified enough to say that I won't shoot ya. I done vandalized the industry for a circuit, the earthiest / thirstiest nigga you know versus this scum of a land that transcend two surfaces. The richer the poor, the bigger the picture, the more blood pours. But don't tell her.
I made it through a verse. With the exception of you. I know this doesn't seem like a big deal, but I think that's the first time. It's very chill. I feel like we're sitting around and Kendrick is kind of just rapping. It feels a little more laid back. I have a few things. I'm hoping I remember them all because I was really trying here. 30 millions later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. I love that. It seems like we're still talking a little bit about the fame. We had the struggles of him dealing with that in To Pimp a Butterfly and Untitled Unmastered. Travel around the Atlas, so we're traveling around all the different countries. Candy-coated, my day shift. That just makes me think of like bright colors. I'm not saying it's always like this, but a lot of times more expensive cars, they'll come in, you know, really interesting colors, or you'll get them wrapped, things like that. That's just what that makes me think of. Been devoted to fucking up bundles of paper. Again, it's the money aspect. There's something in this, maybe it's my thing with numbers. Being a Swiftie, Taylor uses numbers a lot. Wild numbers. Like, for example, she'll drop an album that is X amount of days, and that number, let's say it's like 1,000 days from when this certain thing happened, and the number itself is significant. So sometimes it's the date in which she dropped something or something like that, but sometimes it's the time in between certain events. She can get crazy deep with some of that, and so anytime I see a number in a song, it makes me like, what does that mean? I've compared them a lot with how they approach their artistry and creativity, so it wouldn't surprise me if that meant something. 3:14, 3.14. The devil's pie is big enough to justify the whole thing. And it's funny because I just almost slipped and said the whole damn thing. I don't know if that's intentional or if that was just like a Freudian slip type moment for me, but I almost read that as the whole damn thing, which is ironic considering the album next is Damn. Weird. Anytime he brings up devil, because of how he works with religious imagery and so much of religion throughout, not only the idea of religion, but religion to symbolize different things and personification of ideas like Lucy we had in To Pimp a Butterfly. And again, I may be reading too much into numbers. When you say it as 3:14 instead of 3.14, that makes me think Bible verse or chapter and y'all know what I'm talking about, right? We talked about an Untitled Unmastered, Revelations got brought up because the whole apocalyptic undertone or theme. Revelations 3:14. Okay, I have no idea which version this is. It's whatever pops up on Google is what I'm going with, so bear with me. To the angel of the church in, I'm not gonna butcher that name out loud. Right, these are the words of the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the ruler of God's creation. This is going to be a deep dive moment for me because I'm fixated on it. I'm sorry. I'll try to cut some of this out. Biblical reference 3:14 appears in several places, including... Okay, I'm just going to read through them and see if I have an idea. Again, this may be like way off base. When I'm reading them, there's a couple that I could maybe, again, I haven't heard Damn, so I don't know. It shows the main ones that come up when I look up Bible 3:14 is, I read through them and I could maybe make a play for a couple of them, but without really knowing Damn, I think it's going to be kind of like a shot in the dark. Here's kind of the rundown of what I'm thinking. The word choices that are used do make a difference. I may not get something out of it if I would have looked at it from a different version, so who knows. God said to Moses, I am who I am. One thing that stands out to me in this is all capitalized, the I am who I am, and I do know the track list to Damn is all capitalized. Maybe? I need you to know that when you really get into the SWIFTIE community, I can acknowledge it enough. It's not something you really talk about. It's not really something I want to point out because we already get enough crap as it is, but we do have unbelievable clowning behavior because Taylor has so many hidden meanings, clues, Easter eggs, red herrings, all put into everything. From the outfits she wears out to the dates in which things are posted to the albums themselves. It's not just her music, it's every facet of who she is leading up to it, in it, the release, everything. So the amount of theorizing is pretty much limitless, and the clowning behavior that we have, we will go so deep, and it is it's so much fun, but it is clown behavior, but it's all in good fun, so bear with me. But I can see that with the capitalization. So God said to Moses, I am who I am. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so the Son of Man must be lifted, that everyone who believes in him may have eternal life. Concept of sacrifice and path to salvation. Then there's also Genesis 3:14. The Lord God said, cursed are you above all livestock and above all wild animals, and on your belly you shall go, and you shall eat dust all the days of this life. This verse signifies the serpent's humiliation and the consequences of its rebellion against God. That, if I had to pick one, I'm thinking that one. Just because of the idea of cursed sin, and then that also kind of makes me think redemption in a way, which I feel he has threaded through a lot of his music. I feel like there's probably more 314s, but those are just the ones that came up. So who knows? But anyways, I just feel like that stuck out to me. Also, how it continues on of like, to justify the whole thing. There's something about that just niggles in my brain. And if you haven't seen videos from me before, then I have a thing with pattern recognition, and sometimes it means nothing, sometimes it means something. We see as we go. This seed in the soil is classified. When I first heard him say that, I was thinking about like him planting the ideas and waiting for them to grow, and he wants to keep that to himself. But then it goes on and says, I'm satisfied when I strategize my kid's future, which makes me feel like seed is maybe talking about like a future child. I feel like he's pretty private as a person, so maybe he wants to protect his future children. I like the use of sanctified there. There's something about that. I like the use of vandalized because I feel like a lot of times with his music, like Taylor, sometimes they show different characters as different facets of their personality, and sometimes they take on characters that are the external perception of them, or in Kendrick's case, a lot of times I feel like he will put on something that the external world says about his culture. Like, he almost like takes it back and like flips it on its head in a way. I think that's something that we see woven through a lot. Vandalize almost makes it sound like negative, when in reality, I think what he's done for it has been very positive. His artistry is just so profound. He's made people who I think, especially with all of the awards and accolades, I could see drawing in people who maybe that wasn't their normal like music genre of choice. The earthiest / thirstiest. Interesting, because I always associate thirsty now within his discography of like Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, losing your way with your faith, or feeling like you're being tempted, just all different facets, but this kind of like need to get back to faith in some way, prioritizing like your self-healing. So I think it's interesting that he's talking about the earthiest, which makes me feel like very grounded, more here on earth, versus the scum of the land that transcend to surfaces. But in that context, maybe he is meaning it in the way that we like typically talk about thirst for something, like a want for something. It wouldn't be a Kendrick song without bringing up the system, oppression, socioeconomic class division, all of these things, right? So that line of the richer, the poor, the bigger the picture, the more blood pours.
Allow me, I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me, I won't tell the truth about you. My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll big pun your punk ass, you a scared little bitch. Tiptoeing around my name, nigga, you lame. And when I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing.
Oh, I was just playing, K-Dot. Come on, you know a nigga rock with you, bro.
Shut the fuck up, you sound like the last nigga I know. Might end up like the last nigga I know. Oh, you don't wanna clash, nigga, I know. I put my foot on the gas, head on the floor, hopping out before the vehicle crash. I'm on the road, yelling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am the greatest rapper alive. So damn great, motherfucker, I've died. What you hearing now is a paranormal vibe. House on the hill, house on the beach, nigga.
Facts.
A condo in Compton, I'm still in reach, nigga.
Facts.
I'm fresh out the water, I'm about to breach, nigga. The 5-foot giant woke up out of his sleep, nigga. Oh yeah, more cars, more leers, more bars, no peers, no scars, no fear. Fuck y'all sincere, I heard the whispers, I curved the whispers. You know what the risk is. Earthed in ditches, your body reverting to stiffness. The whole world going mad, bodies is adding up. Markets about to crash, niggas is fake rich, bitches is fake bad. Blacks that act white, whites that do the dab. Donald Trump is a chump, know how we feel, punk. Tell them that God coming, and Russia need a replay button. Y'all up to something. Electoral votes look like memorial votes, but America's truth ain't ignoring the votes. It's blasphemy, how many go blast for me? I prophesized on my last song, you laughed at me. But when the shit get bracket, don't you ask for me. How many leaders go tell you the truth after me? G Malone, big bro, kudos to him. I was 2 O's from an M, trying to be big as M.
I have to stop. I can't go any further, or else I'm gonna lose my train of thought. Oh my god. I tried. I don't even know where to start. Have we used to sun before? Because I feel like we have. I swear. If you're wondering how ridiculously into lyrics I get and connections, all I want is a binder full of each song with the lyrics. So I can like... Actually, that should probably be electronic, because I need to be like Control F son, find what I'm looking for. That's what I want. This scared tiptoeing around my name. Love that. Oh, you were just playing. Like, you weren't being serious. Yeet. You sound like the last I know. Is this like a direct call out? You'll have to tell me if there's like a theory on who we're talking about. I feel like everything at this point has still been like very connected to the Control verse. All the things that have happened, you know, like, I mean, it really did, in my opinion, from what I've seen, it seems like it did disrupt quite a bit. So I'm assuming someone connected to that saga. Oh, you don't want to clash? I know there's only so many ways to say things. I get that, but I'm not saying that they're necessarily 100% connected. But sometimes I just point things out because it may be connected, it may not. But if I bring it up, it will remind me to think about that thread of seeing if things are connected, if you will. So that's why sometimes I'll say things and like point it out to a past discography. Production-wise, I really like how this verse starts picking up that paranormal sound that he talks about. Love that. Cadence of the yelling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm the greatest rapper alive. The cadence he sang that, love. So damn great, motherfucker. I've died. I love that it says damn in there. Also that I've died. It's interesting that he said I've died. Because obviously we know suicide and struggling with that was in the To Pimp a Butterfly. So I wonder if this is kind of like a metaphorical... God, I hate that. I can already tell you right now, I hate that I'm going to say this because I'm not comparing the two, but it just, like, that idea of, like, past versions of yourself, of like, Taylor, like, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. That's what it makes me think of. I'm not saying that lyric itself makes me think of that lyric of hers, but that idea of past versions of yourself. I wonder if that's kind of what he's talking about. What you hearing now is paranormal vibe, speaking from beyond, which I also think is interesting for him to put in this, considering how Mortal Man ended and like him going back and forth with Tupac, our dead homie speaking through us. I just think it's interesting seeing something in that realm in this song. A condo in Compton, I'm still in reach. He's stayed connected to his roots. Also, I love that he's like 5-foot giant. Love that. I love that for him. I heard the whispers. I curved the whispers. I love that line. Very interesting line. Birthed is ditches, your body reverting to stiffness. To me, that whole section is like, did you not hear me when I said what I said on Rigor Mortis? Like, if you keep playing these games, you're going to keep bringing out these sides of me. That's what it makes me think of. I don't know if that was the intention. Fake rich, fake bad, blacks acting white, whites doing the dab. Donald Trump is a chum. When was this? March 23rd, 2017. Okay, yeah. This man never ceases to amaze me. This next section is iconic. Know how we feel, punk. Tell him that God coming. And Russia need a replay button. Y'all up to something. Experiencing this song in 2024. Not 2024. It's 2025. Experiencing this song in 2025. Especially that Russia. That's chilling to me. Especially with how this administration has been handling our foreign policies and foreign relations in a way that I have just... The parts of my education that were surrounded around international relations and like trade and... So just seeing this and seeing us really separate ourselves and align in some ways with Russia has been... I was not prepared. Love this. Electoral votes look like memorial votes, but America's truth ain't ignoring the votes. Don't even get me started on the Electoral College. Don't even get me started. It's blasphemy. How many gonna blast for me? I prophesied on my last song, you laughed at me. Oof. I've seen that now with a few of Kendrick's songs about him. I mean, really and truly, like, kind of prophesizing it. And it's interesting because as this journey continues to go on, the more and more I understand why I think Kendrick and Taylor see certain aspects of their artistry and their creativity in each other is because of things like this. You go back and listen to her discography, and there are some eerie times when she called things before they came to fruition. I mean, like, years. And I'm not just talking about things that were inside of her control. I'm not talking about things where it's like she planted the seed and she, built it into what she wanted it to. I'm talking about things that where she'll be like, this is a fear of mine, or this is something I could see happening. I guess I should just use an example. She had talked about prior in a previous album about fearing the loss and fearing a certain public outcry and like what could happen. And then a situation happens a year or two down the road, she could have never known. And that fear came to like fruition essentially. That's just one example, but it's just this idea of like, is it like self-fulfilling prophecies? Are you seeing patterns? Are you prophesizing? I've seen that a few times in Kendrick's where I'm like, oh, he brought this up, and then something comes up later on. And I see that with Taylor's stuff too. It's just interesting, especially for someone like me who is really big into the pattern recognition, seeing things and how things connect. That's a really interesting aspect. That reminds me of the, when shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? How many gonna blast for me? That's what that makes me think of. How many leaders gonna tell you the truth after me? Oof.
30 million later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Simon and Capers, fame and lawsuits. You looking at me in Chucks, I'm looking at y'all suits. Me and Top Dog playing rock, paper, scissors in court. A real hustler lose money just to go get some more. I said it's like that. Drop one classic, came right back. Another classic, right back. My next album, the whole industry on the ice pack. With TOC, you see the flames in my EYEs. It's not a game, and the whole world is going mad, daddy. You're sad, daddy. My only advice, go and get you a bag, daddy. Libaka, on trial, trying to portray a boxer. Beating up on my niggas while the COs watch them. Tables turn, lesson learned, my best look. You jump sides on me, now you about to meet Westbrook. Go celebrate with your team and let victory vouch you. Just know the next game played, I might slap the shit out you. Technical foul, I'm flagrant, I'm foul. They throwing me out, you throwing the towel. Look at the crowd, they, no, I don't like that. Look at my smile, I'm smirking, calm but urgent. That ain't the style, fuck. So many verses, you live in denial, fuck. So many verses, I never run out. What?
You're making them nervous, the music is loud.
Oh, Jay-Z, Hall of Fame, sit your punk ass down. So that means you ain't bigger than rapping. So that means no more playing the back scenes. My spot is solidified if you ask me. My name is identified as that king. I let y'all worry about the list, I'm on some other shit. A difference between accomplishments and astonishments. You know what time it is, Annie up, this is him forever. Y'all got till April the 7th to get y'all shit together. Let's get it. Now look. On phone now.
Oh, I love that. I loved that. I was 2 O's from an M. So I was like 10,000, 2 O's, right? 1,000, yeah. So 10,000, trying to be big as M. 30 millions later, my future favors. Oof. The legendary status of hip-hop rhyme savior. I did want to ask this. Fame and lawsuits, you looking at me in Chucks, I'm looking at y'all in suits. Anytime he talks about suits, it makes me think of his representation of industry. It goes on and says, me and Top Dog playing rock, paper, scissors in court. Is that a metaphor or is that literal? Because for some reason I can just, oh my God, I don't know why, but like I can just see him being someone who's like, I'm just gonna play rock, paper, scissors while I sit here. Right? I said it's like that, dropped one classic, came right back, another classic, right back. My next album, the whole industry on an ice pack. With TOC, you see the flames. In my eyes, it's not a game. Oh my gosh. So it's like Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and now he's saying, damn. Because I'm assuming he's not including Untitled Unmastered, because I don't think most people think of that as like a, I mean, it's an album, but it's not like an album. And the whole world is going mad. Daddy, it's sad, daddy. Such interesting. My only advice, go and get your bag, daddy. The way he said that seemed a little like placating. Like the way he said, I feel like that's a shade moment. I don't know what it's shading, but it felt like some sort of shade. If anybody has information on that, give it to me. Tell me the tea, please. Turntables, lesson learned, my best look. You jump sides on me, now you about to meet Westbrook. It's a basketball player, right? Football? Basketball? I feel like it's basketball. Okay, yes, basketball. Okay. I was like, just know the next game played, I might slap the shit out of you. Mood. Technical foul. I'm fragrant. I'm foul. They throwing me out. You throw in the towel. I just love the imagery that he's painting with this. Throughout To Pimp a Butterfly, we had him fighting himself, but also kind of fighting industry. There was layers to it, and I'm kind of getting that with this too a little bit. Look at the crowd. I don't like that. And you hear the paper crumbling, like he's throwing that one away. Moving on. Okay, I need to do that again. Look at my smile. I'm smirking, calm but urgent. That ain't the style. Fuck. That was such a cool moment. If you watch any of my videos, you know how I feel about bringing in things from the booth or the production process into a song. I love it. We know he loves a good smirk. Every time I think about smirking in Kendrick, I just think of the Super Bowl of the... So many verses, you live in denial. So many verses, I never run out. You making him nervous, the music is loud. That was a woman's voice. I wonder if that's his girlfriend, fiance. I don't know what they are at the time. I wonder if that was her. Because that didn't sound like his backup, like Anna. That didn't sound like her. It doesn't like show a feature. I just feel like she might be someone who would be present, I guess. If anybody knows, let me know. The Hall of Fame, sit your punk ass down. So that means you ain't bigger than rapping. What else? So that means no more playing the back scenes. What else? What is that? I feel like there's context there. This is one of those moments where I feel like there's something there that my spot is solidified if you ask me. My name, the king. Love it. I'll let y'all worry about the list. I'm on some other shit. That makes me think of the, who's the number 1, number 2, number 3. I'm done worrying about your list. Like, I'm on some other shit. That's what that makes me think of. A difference between accomplishments and astonishments. Oof. You know what time it is. Ante up. This is in forever. Y'all got till April 7th to get your shit together. So I'm assuming that's either when the album drops or this is 2017, so maybe it's pre-sale or something. Oof. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Final thoughts. I love the Heart series. Patreon had told me really early on that I needed to include those, and I'm so glad I did. I think it really does help you kind of get perspective of what's to come, and I think it helps you understand the album better or whatever work you're going to dive into next of his. I just think there's additional context that maybe isn't wrote into the album but helps you understand the album. So I'm really excited. I thought that was great. I do feel like there was some shade thrown throughout this. Could be wrong. But a lot of times in the things that I've heard in the past, like the Control verse, the Bet Cypher and stuff like that, either there was enough generalization that was intentional, plausible deniability, or he was talking about things in general. It wasn't necessarily very specific. There's some things in here that I feel like there might be some more specific shade being thrown. I'm picking up on a little bit of undertones. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but a little less generalized. And that makes me feel like there might be some more subtle jabs in here that I don't know or have context of. So as long as we're not spoiling things that I will see in the future albums or with the Drake saga, because we are going to do the diss tracks and stuff like that between Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and GNX. So as long as it's not like spoiling anything, I would like to know if you guys can give me any context of anything that I missed. But as always, let me know your thoughts. What did I get right? Did I get anything wrong? What did I miss? Let me know. And until the next one, bye.